Hello everyone, my name's Jo and this is my kitchen, and I'm here today to tell you about the Belling IHT60 Induction Hob, which has been in my kitchen now for the last few months. I'm an official Belling UK partner. I was asked to test it out and make some recipes with it and tell you why you should be buying it too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the Belling IHT60 Induction Hob to show you how to make a simple penne pasta with pea pesto dish. So the first thing you will notice is that the saucepans I'm using, which obviously have to be induction friendly saucepans, don't actually fully go over the size of the ring of what they have. So you'll see here there's a very big circle here, and they're both smaller than the rings that they're on. Now what I've heard from other induction hob users is that some other makes of induction hob actually make you buy saucepans that are the same size as the ring for them to work. This Belling induction hob is not the case. You can use whatever size saucepans on there you want, and it will only heat up the area where it detects the pan. So that's very good indeed. So what I'm going to do now is turn on the pasta on. So what I'm going to do is press the middle button here, set the time zone that I want, set the pan zone that I want. Then by instantly pressing the down button it goes to 9, which is the highest setting. Well, you think it's the highest setting, but then if you press the up again it comes up with a P. This is a power boost which will go on for 5 minutes, which means that you can put cold water in with salt in the pan, and within 5 minutes your pan will be bubbling away. Now I haven't quite tested it, but I actually believe it's faster than the kettle, which is pretty good. So I'm also going to do the same for the peas. So press the down button again and put the power boost on. I will turn the power boost off on the peas before I turn the one on the pasta off. So because we want the peas to be ready first so we can turn them into pesto before the pasta is ready. So what I'm going to demonstrate to you now as well is, if I lift the pan up, you will see it becomes U, and it also shows the hot symbol. So it automatically tells you when a pan has been undetected or if the zone is hot. So when you turn it off as well, it will leave the H on to show that it's hot. So we'll just leave this running so you can see how fast it actually takes to boil. You can see the steam's coming off the pan, which shows it's starting to boil. Obviously the peas are about a minute or two behind the pasta. I would just like to say that in this power boost mode you do have to really watch your pans, because I have had a few boiled over. I mean, fortunately the induction hob is very easy to clean, as you just literally wipe it down with some antibacterial spray. The only complaint I have got about this induction hob actually is the fact that here where it meets the work surface there's a tiny little gap, and dirt and stuff gets in it. So, which is a tiny problem. See there where it meets the work surface? So if anyone has any suggestions how to clean that, I will be very grateful. Now, I don't know if you can actually see that the bubbles are actually starting to form on the pasta now, so that's nearly boiling, and the same on the peas. So there we go, that's nearly boiling now. After only about 3 minutes, that is boiling. And there are the peas that started about a minute or two later. And that's a closer look at the panel for you. So you can see they're both still on power boost mode at the moment. And now the pasta's boiling, I'm just going to drop it down. So you just set the zone again and drop it down to about 7. Okay? And I'm going to drop the peas down to, oh, a bit too low. So to about 5, because we do want the peas to be cooked, because we need to puree them up in the food processor to make our pesto. Okay, so we're now going to make our pea pesto while our pasta finishes off cooking. It should be ready in a couple of minutes. So these are our peas that we've cooked, and I've just drained them and I've just run them under the hot tap. So they aren't completely cold, so they aren't completely boiling hot. So I'm just going to put these into the blender. I'm going to add in some Parmesan cheese, so just a handful or two. Try and get it all in the blender if you can. I'm also going to add in a few mint leaves, just a few. We don't want it too minty. This is sort of a British take on a pesto because I don't like nuts. So this is my British take on pesto. Pestos also have garlic in. I cheat and use garlic puree. Obviously other brands are available. So I'm just going to put in a squirt of garlic puree. And because we're sticking with the British theme, I'm going to use a bit of rapeseed oil as opposed to olive oil. So I'm just going to put in a splash of this. So obviously other brands of rapeseed oil are available, although this is my favourite. And I'm just going to season it off with some salt and pepper. Go easy on the salt because obviously the Parmesan's salty, but be very generous with the pepper. Okay, so we're just going to pulse this together now. So just give it a few pulses and just give it a bit of a check over. And I'm just going to move it around a bit, get everything off the sides, and then give it another go, and then we should be there. We don't want it completely pulverised because it is a pesto. Couple more pulses. And there it is. So I'll just go and check the pasta now, and then we should be ready to serve. Okay, so our pasta has now been cooked and drained. I'm not going to show you how to drain pasta, I'm sure you all know how to do that. But what I have done is a Jamie Oliver trick, and I've left about a tablespoon of the pasta water in there for the starch to help the pesto mix in with the pasta better. So what we're going to do now is put a bit of this pesto in here. So there's only me eating today, so I'm not going to put all of it in. So just give it a stir. Make sure it's all mixed in. Then we're going to put it onto our serving bowl. Right, I'm just going to move this over a bit now. Bring our serving bowl and our knife and fork in. and I'm just going to serve this up. Move this out of the way now as it's a bit hot. And our pesto, and I'm just going to finish it off with some more Parmesan cheese and a bit of fresh parsley. And there is our finished dish. So it's penne pasta with pea pesto with parmesan and parsley. So this dish has been made easier by using the Belling IHT60 induction hob. So because due to the power boost, it means we're able to cook the peas and the pasta a lot quicker, meaning that you can have this on the tape from when you get home from work, from turning your oven on, you can have it in the dish in front of you in about 10 minutes, which is pretty good going. So thank you very much for watching. Bye!